Beyond the speed and thrill, there are bike secrets that only road experience can reveal. From keeping engines alive to saving hundreds on repairs, here are 5 motorcycle secrets only real riders know. And at the end, I'll reveal a bitter truth that you may have to learn the hard way. So, stick around to find out, okay? Let's dig in. 1. Stop skipping warm-ups. The first secret separates riders who truly understand their machines from those who just think they do. It is all about the warm-up. Most people start their bikes, maybe twist the throttle a few times, and then take off down the road like they are racing someone. It feels normal, it feels harmless, but what they do not realize is that this one habit is quietly eating away at their engine every single time they ride. When a motorcycle engine is cold, the oil inside it moves slowly. It is thick and sticky, more like syrup than a smooth liquid. For those first few seconds after starting, the metal parts inside the engine are spinning fast without proper lubrication. Your pistons, bearings, and gears are scraping and grinding against each other in ways you cannot see or hear. It does not destroy your engine in one ride, but over weeks and months, that friction starts to wear things down from the inside out. A real rider knows that patience is power. They understand that giving their bike time to breathe before hitting the road makes all the difference. Letting it idle for about 30 seconds gives the oil time to warm up and move freely through the engine. It is like stretching your muscles before a run. It may feel like a small thing, but it sets everything in motion the right way. But here is where the real secret kicks in. Once you start moving, you do not just go full throttle. You ease into the ride. The first few minutes should be smooth and calm. This helps the oil and engine parts reach their perfect temperature together, reducing wear and making every shift feel cleaner. This small ritual is something every seasoned rider swears by. It costs absolutely nothing, but it keeps your bike strong, smooth, and ready for the long haul. The difference between a casual rider and a real one starts right here, before the wheels even roll. 2. Check your chain. The next secret hides right where most riders never bother to look closely enough, in the chain. That thin line of metal links is what connects your engine's power to your rear wheel, the part that actually moves you forward. Most riders think checking tension once in a while is enough. It is not. What they miss is how much your suspension moves while riding. Every bump, turn, and dip changes the angle of your swing arm and the distance between your front and rear sprockets. When your chain is too tight, it cannot flex naturally with that motion. Instead, all that pressure pulls directly on your transmission output shaft, which is one of the most expensive parts of your bike to fix. That tension builds silently over time. It can start small, maybe a faint whining sound or a rougher shift, and before you know it, you have got oil leaks, worn bearings, or even a cracked engine case. All that from a chain that just needed a little slack. The right way to check it is simple. Do it with someone sitting on the bike, or use a strap to mimic rider weight. That is when you see the true tension under real conditions. It might take an extra minute, but it can save you hundreds of dollars later. 3. Your tire pressure matters. This one catches almost everyone off guard. Most riders spend their time worrying about low tire pressure, thinking soft tires are the main danger. But the real trouble often comes from the opposite. Overinflated tires are far more common than most people realize, and they can quietly ruin the way your bike rides. When there is too much air, your tires become stiff and lose their ability to cushion bumps. Instead of soaking up rough spots on the road, all that impact goes straight into your suspension, your wheels, and your frame. You might not notice it right away, but over time it wears out your bearings, forks, and even your back. Temperature makes this problem worse. As the day warms up, your tire pressure climbs naturally. For every 10 degrees Fahrenheit the temperature rises, the pressure goes up by about 1 psi. That means if you pump up your tires early in the morning when it is cool, they could end up dangerously overinflated once the sun is out. By midday, you might be riding on tires that are rock hard and barely gripping the road. The scary part is that an overinflated tire has a smaller contact patch with the road. That means less grip, weaker braking, and less control when cornering. It is like trying to balance on a knife edge instead of a flat surface. Everything becomes twitchy and unpredictable. The fix is easy. Always check your tire pressure when the tires are cold, and use a good quality gauge. Do not rely on those worn-out gas station pumps. Stick to the pressure your bike's manufacturer recommends, because those numbers are based on real-world testing. Perfectly inflated tires feel amazing. The bike glides smoothly, corners feel steady, and the ride is just more enjoyable. It is one of those simple details that most people overlook, but real riders never ignore, because they know the difference it makes every single time they hit the road. 4. Coolant quietly kill your engine. Next comes a secret that can literally save your engine. And it is something very few riders think about until it is too late. Coolant. You already know it keeps your engine from overheating. But what many people don't realize is that coolant doesn't last forever. Over time, it becomes acidic, and that acid eats away at your engine from the inside. It attacks aluminum parts, corrodes your water pump, and slowly destroys gaskets and seals. The scary part is that your temperature gauge won't tell you this is happening. Your bike could look like it is running fine while the coolant is quietly eating through your engine. By the time you notice something wrong, you could be facing a major repair. That's why smart riders change their coolant every 2 years or sooner if they ride in hot climates or push their bikes hard. They also make sure to use the right type of coolant and never mix brands or colors. Mixing them can cause a chemical reaction that turns into a thick gel, clogging your radiator and leading to catastrophic overheating. Always use distilled water when mixing coolant, and keep your overflow tank clean. It is one of those maintenance tasks that takes just a few minutes, but saves you from massive headaches later. 5. Not all brake pads are equal. Brakes are the one part of your bike you never want to take lightly. When you squeeze that lever, you are trusting a few small pieces of material to stop hundreds of pounds of metal moving at high speed. That is why brake pads deserve more attention than most riders give them. A lot of people think any pad that fits their calipers will do, but that assumption can turn out to be costly. Cheap, hard pads might save you a few bucks at first, but they can chew through your rotors faster than you would believe. When that happens, you are not just dealing with worn pads anymore. You are looking at damaged rotors that can easily cost hundreds of dollars to replace, plus the labor that goes with it. The secret real riders know is that not all brake pads are created equal. The material, design, and heat resistance make a massive difference in how they perform. Organic pads, for example, are soft and ideal for city riders who stick to moderate speeds. They give smooth, quiet braking and are easy on rotors. But if you are the type who rides aggressively, hits highways often, or takes your bike through mountain twists, you need sintered or semi-metallic pads. They handle higher temperatures, resist brake fade, and offer stronger bite under pressure. That extra grip can be the difference between a close call and a crash. Even so, it is not about always buying the most expensive pad. What matters most is matching your pads to your style and conditions. Choosing wrong can wear down your rotors or give uneven braking, which hurts both safety and performance. The right setup makes every stop feel sharp, smooth, and controlled. It builds confidence every time you pull that lever. The wrong setup does the exact opposite, turning every stop into uncertainty. Bonus tip: fuel additive is a myth. This little secret might save you a lot of money and keep your engine running strong for years. The motorcycle world is filled with shiny bottles and big promises. Every shelf has products claiming to clean your fuel injectors, boost horsepower, and make your bike run like new. But here is the truth that most riders eventually learn the hard way. The majority of these additives do almost nothing. They are just expensive liquids that make you feel like you are doing something good for your bike when you really are not. Pouring extra chemicals into your tank is not only unnecessary, it can sometimes cause harm. Too much of these additives can foul your spark plugs or mess with delicate sensors inside your fuel system. If you ever suspect your injectors are dirty, stick to well-known products like Techron or Seafoam and use them sparingly. The real secret is not in additives but in steady habits. Use good fuel, keep up with maintenance, and your engine will reward you every single ride. When you really think about it, these 5 secrets and that one bonus tip aren't about complicated mechanics. They're about respect for your bike, for the road, and for the craft of riding itself. And that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching till the end. What do you think of these secrets? Leave your thoughts down in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting videos. Bye for now. Here's a relaxing autumn countryside ride through New Jersey. Now get out there on your moto and have some fun.